If you struggle with shyness or social anxiety, check out our free No BS training course with actual useful advice you can do from home. None of that just get out there nonsense. The link is in the description below. For now, let's get to today's question.
The question: as a shy guy, is it better to simply not think about asking women out? Answer by Neil Allen. No. Not unless you just don't want to date women. But if you do want a girlfriend, a relationship, then there is no reason that a shy person, including a guy, can't have relationships and find someone that's a good match for them. I did. It took facing my introversion, social awkwardness and shyness and working the shyness thing so that it actually kinda worked for me. But even been married for over a decade and have a family. Question for you: are you shy or introverted? They can be two different things. An introvert finds social interactions to be draining with everyone except those they are very close to. They need alone time to recharge, and they can and sometimes do develop the self-confidence not to be shy. A shy person may want to be with others but has to overcome a fear of certain types of social interactions. Either way, you get better at everything in life with practice. If you're afraid of dating, ask yourself why and see if the answer is something that you can work on. If you can improve something that affects your self-confidence, that might help. Seek counseling if you need it. Warning: long story of shy guy dating below this. Sometimes the only way to deal with a fear is to tackle it head on. In high school, I wanted to ask out a girl I liked to the junior prom, but I was terrified. I felt very shy, awkward, and underconfident. So I tended to daydream scenarios, using visualization without realizing that was what I was doing, of asking her. I could probably have used this back then. How should I ask a girl out in high school? Despite the fear, I finally just asked her during lunch period, and somehow managed to work the shy angle so as to seem shy but cute. It worked, and we dated before and for a while after the prom. She didn't want to go steady, though. Disappointed sigh. The next time was easier to do. Even getting rejected, which happened plenty, got easier to deal with. Eventually I was in a relationship of several years. That ended in her cheating on me, then dumping me for that guy. Looking back, I only wish that she'd done that earlier to save me a few more wasted years. Obviously I was rather down after that. I was back in college getting a second degree and working on campus. I was taking a night class with, who I considered, a beautiful woman, very intelligent, who I was quite attracted to. Not her real picture but emotionally what I saw every time saw her. We were top of the class in grades, and both of us were going back for our second degrees. During the semester she missed a couple of classes and asked me for my notes. I said sure, let me rewrite them so they were readable, and we exchanged phone numbers at the time so we could get a hold of each other. I decided to get up the nerve to ask her out and called her a few days later, apologizing for getting back to her late on this, and I asked if I could make it up to her by taking her out to dinner. That didn't go well. She sounded shocked initially, then stammered out that she was really busy. Through November. Since it was about 2 weeks into September, that meant more than 2 months. I of course responded with tremendous softness. Oh, wow, yeah, that's really busy. Okay, so, see you in class then. Amusingly, I was in my boss's office, he and I were buddies, using his phone at the time. So I hung up, mind the plane getting shot down with sound effects, and we both laughed at my epic fail. Yes, of course I loaned her my notes. We both aced the class. Very platonically. But even that made the next time I asked a woman out, and got rejected, easier. To speed this up slightly, after a couple of more tries and a brief attempt at a long-distance relationship, in which the woman dumped me, I asked out my current wife. It was in a sort of classroom environment, yes, in not revealing exact details, in which I met another beautiful dark-haired woman I was quite attracted to. So I started chatting her up and flirting with her. This went on for more than 2 weeks, with me trying to flirt in ways I thought both subtle and not at all subtle, but not rude, with my future wife. Finally I thought I saw an indication that she was also interested, so I bit the bullet and asked her out. No, I'm not married, the gal guy don't. My wife is Mediterranean though. I was still nervous as F%, and it showed. She said that she might be interested in going out. But it was her last, very difficult semester before she graduated. So could we wait until that was over and maybe she'd want to go out? I of course said something incredibly smooth like, ooh, sure. It was more than 6 weeks until finals would be over. Sigh. So I go back to the house we're in living with 2 buddies, the house of the Uber bachelors as I called it, and told them that, Hey, Eva got a date. Really? So when you going out? I respond yeah. She wants to go out. As soon as she graduates college. At that point we commiserated on what losers we were and had a sad laugh over it. Mind you, I was still working in the, not exactly a classroom, with the woman who might want to go out after she graduated college as I had been all semester. She was still friendly. Now I figured there was about a 0.1% chance she really wanted to go out with me, but hey, a guy can hope, right? No, not her real picture. Yes, what I saw emotionally every time I saw her. So about a week later she came rushing in with a worried look on her face and in an apologetic tone she blurted out in a rush that if I wouldn't be furious, and if I still wanted to go out with her, then she still wanted to, but that she forgot about a trip that Shed had planned with her roommate. For right after graduation. She'd be gone about 2 weeks and then maybe we could go out after that? I again said something incredibly smooth like sure. The strange thing was she did seem sincere. But yeah, I mentally revised the percent chance that she really wanted to go out with me to snowball in hell. Heck, I'm pretty sure that if Cora had been around and I put my situation in a question ending in, so should I wait? I would have been told no. That's her way of turning you down. Move on. Well, my future wife must have told someone, probably the bestie she was going on the road trip with, about her date after the road trip. At which point, her bestie probably said something like, "You told him what? And you do want to go out with him? God, no wonder you're still single. You better do something now or you'll lose him." Because after the end of a test that future wife was taking, she asked me out to lunch. We had a very nice lunch, and decided on dinner and a movie when she got back from her trip. That dad went really well. Our third date went very well. You get the idea. So yeah, I don't think a shy guy should just not think about asking women out. If I had given up, I wouldn't have a family now. No, still not her real picture. Yeah, what I still see emotionally every time. My Wonder Woman. Good luck. And for anyone who actually made it to the end of this novel, thanks for reading. Neil Allen, aka Lightspeed, Earth 73. Answer by Meow Aaron. Not if you want to ask women out. If you feel like your shyness is standing in the way of something you really want to do, it has become disruptive to your life. Shyness doesn't have to be a bad trait, even though I imagine a lot of people who are shy beg to differ. Just like most personality traits, it's difficult to suppress or overcome. If that is what you want to do, then you have to break a behavioral pattern you have followed a big part of your life. The thing is, if something physiological or psychological prevents you from living the life you want to live, is it really a part of your personality? Rather than that it's like a trait that has latched on even when the rest of you changes. Like wearing a shirt you had in middle school, it's suffocating and feels wrong. As I'm not a shy person, I have a hard time giving you advice on how to work with your shyness. If you see it as a problem, maybe counseling is effective, or contacting people with a similar problem. I wish you all the best. Meow Aaron. Answer by Melanie Fiedler. You're right. It's better not to think too much about asking out a girl. It's better to just do it. Just do it. Before you think of 1,000 reasons why you shouldn't. The thing about shyness is that most people are shy too. And what's wrong with going up to someone and saying, "I'm shy, but I really wanted to say hi to you," and ask if you would like to get a coffee with me sometime?